What up, Canine Fam? So I want to talk about one of the most powerful tools that we can use as human beings in life, personally, professionally, and that is what's called compound interest. I want to talk about compound interest in a different direction today. I want to talk about leveraging compound interest and staying aware of compound interest with your pups, and specifically nutrition. I just got back from Houston doing a nutritional seminar for a Master Breeders Academy out there, and I was talking about compound interest, and there was a lot of questions brought up about it. See, if your dog is consuming tap water from your sink, after a few days, you're probably not going to notice anything. And by the way, a regular tap water that's not filtered for 99% of us is poison. There's all kinds of chemicals that get into the water systems. It's, our water systems are an absolute train wreck. Now, I'm using that as an example. Your dog consuming the tap water in the beginning, especially when he or she is young, probably not going to see much. But after a while, the compound interest starts to build in a negative way, and that absolutely, as they age and the other parts of their lifestyle, absolutely will have a negative effect on their body, on their aging process, and everything that has to do under that umbrella. Same with the processed food, same with all the dyes and the foreign ingredients that their body reads, no different than humans. Now, when you flip that on the other side, and you create that healthy lifestyle for your pup or for your breeding program, that compound interest becomes your best friend. That compound interest starts to slow down the aging process, helps with the reproduction process, helps with the digestive system, right? Just like the flip side, it's like polar opposites with compound interest. It can be your best friend or your absolute worst enemy, but the enemy becomes stronger over time. See, the best friend becomes more powerful over time, but you still get the really solid, good results from the beginning versus the negative and the unhealthy lifestyle, if you will. Because again, you're feeding that commercial feed that's got a lot of fillers in it, a lot of dyes, and you're giving the tap water that has the fluoride in it and all the chemicals and all the stuff coming from the soil that bleeds right into our water system. You're not seeing the negative effects usually right away. But man, after time, it absolutely takes a toll on every single area of your pup. So I wanted to use the tap water as an example for a few reasons. Number one, most people don't even think about it, right? Most people just completely overlook it. They fill the bowl, the water bowl, or they put water in their food from their tap water. And I was guilty of that years ago. And I believe that my boy Tua had some issues that could have been, I can't say for sure, but could have been definitely mapped back to a percentage of that, because 13 years, right, of tap water, it's certainly not going to move you in the right direction, that's for sure. So it's just some things to understand about the nutrition, and how, if you understand, you start to become aware of compound interest in this context, you can absolutely start to turn things around or start off in the right direction even better. And that's why, when people come to me and they say, well, when should I start the pups on the puppy formula? Before they're even born, right? Get mama on that, because it mimics mama's milk. Get her on the best nutritional program as she's getting pregnant, as she's creating the pups. Then, as they're born and she's still nursing them, now turn that into a super juice, right? Why wouldn't you? Before day one. Now you're talking real compound interest. Now they're getting that nutrition as mama's feeding them. Then it goes right into the mush, right? From mama to the mush and then to the hard food. So ultimately, if you can create that compound interest, the sooner the better is always my answer. People ask me, when should I start this? When should I start that? Yesterday. That's what this nutrition game, it's again, guys, this nutrition game is this. This is a nutrient amino acid game. And the food that you're feeding them is either nutrient surplus, organ meats, muscle meats, bones, bone marrow, whole eggs, or it's nutrient deficient. The dyes, the corn, the grains, the chemicals, the ingredients that are foreign to a carnivore. Nutrient surplus, nutrient deficit. It's one or the other. Thriving, surviving. Big difference. Big difference. Big difference in quality of life. If I'm talking to breeders, big difference in reproduction, consistency, health. So compound interest needs to be addressed, but it really needs to be in the forefront of your mind when you're talking about nutrition, and compound interest too with conditioning. Same thing. You just keep putting that time in and you keep moving in that same direction, all of a sudden you're just going to keep winning. You keep those base hits, and next thing you know, bottom of the ninth, you're up by 10. So that's how this game works. It's a nutrient, amino acid surplus or deficiency. That's the bottom line. When there's issues externally, actually internally and externally, digestive tract, externally, the fur, the hot spots, the gums, the bleedings, and that kind of stuff, the yeast in the ears, that's all nutrient deficiency. Somewhere, if you follow that enough, it's a nutrient deficiency somewhere. So that's what this game's about. Leverage compound interest and start to move that in the right direction, and you're gonna see your pups win. Hey guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you. If you're getting any great knowledge or value out of this, share, like, comment, blast it out there. K9 Super Supplements, we're coming to a town near you.